Hey, fellow travel enthusiasts. Today we are taking a deeper dive into Venice, that postcard-perfect city full of canals, gondolas, and centuries of history. It's on a lot of bucket lists, but before you pull the trigger on that Venice trip this winter, let's take a closer look at why you might want to rethink that plan. Here at Top Dog Traveler, we're all about real, no-fluff travel advice. So let's get into it. Picture this. You're standing in Piazza San Marco, surrounded by tourists from every direction, trying to snap a photo without someone photobombing your shot. That's the reality of Venice, with over 25 million visitors annually. And even in the so-called quiet winter months, the narrow streets can feel like you're walking through a crowded theme park instead of an enchanting city. Venice is also one of Europe's most expensive destinations. Gondola rides? Expect to pay around $80 to $100 for just 30 minutes. A simple pasta dish near the main square can cost 30 to 40% more than in less touristy neighborhoods, sometimes $50 for one basic meal. Add in high accommodation prices, museum fees, and tourist taxes, and Venice quickly becomes a budget buster. For many travelers, the cost just doesn't match the value. And here's the kicker: Acqua Alta, the seasonal high tide, regularly floods the city. In 2019, Venice faced its worst flooding in decades, with water levels reaching nearly 6 feet. Walking around with knee-high water boots isn't exactly the vacation most people dream of. The city's centuries-old infrastructure simply wasn't built for modern crowds or rising water, which makes getting around difficult, especially for those with mobility issues. On top of that, crime has become a growing concern. Petty theft, pickpocketing, and tourist scams are common, especially in crowded areas. Combine that with limited police presence in the busiest parts of town, and visitors often feel like easy targets. And let's not forget, starting in 2025, U.S. travelers will need to apply for a new visa waiver, ETIAS, to visit Europe, which adds another layer of cost and hassle. So, what can Venice do to become a viable option for safe, economical travel in the future? Limiting daily tourist numbers would reduce overcrowding and make the city more livable for locals. Offering budget-friendly transportation alternatives beyond gondolas and water taxis could make Venice more accessible. And reinvesting tourism revenue into stronger flood protections, affordable lodging, and better policing would help turn Venice back into a city worth visiting, not just enduring. But here's the good news. Italy and the surrounding region have plenty of alternatives that give you the charm of canals and historic streets without the chaos of Venice. Cities like Bologna or Verona offer incredible architecture, authentic food, and cultural experiences at a fraction of the cost. Or if you want those picturesque canals, Ljubljana in Slovenia delivers beauty, affordability, and far fewer crowds. Even coastal towns in Croatia like Rovinj or Pula give you that old-world magic with much better value for your money. So while Venice might be on everyone's radar, this winter it could leave you frustrated, broke, and stuck in a flood zone. The alternatives? They'll not only save you money, but they'll also give you a more authentic experience you'll remember for all the right reasons. Have you ever been to Venice or one of these hidden gems? Share your stories in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And stay tuned, because in our next video, we'll dive into why Cancun may not be the tropical paradise it once was. Trust us, you won't want to miss this insightful video. Arrivederci.